In this tutorial, you will learn how to create a virtual machine using the VMWare Player. Once you have downloaded and installed the VMware Player, you need to run the application. When you run the VMware Player, you will see the interface that will look like this. And the only difference between your VMware Player interface and mine would be that I have a bunch of virtual machines listed, created here already, and you would have this empty. So we're going to create a new virtual machine. For that, click Create a New Virtual Machine link. The wizard will start. On the first screen, please choose the last option, the one that says I will install the OS later. It's easy to control the installation this way. So put the check mark into this Ready button and click Next. We will install Linux, so make sure Linux is selected. In terms of the version, open the drop-down box, scroll all the way down. So open the drop-down box, scroll all the way down, and choose to use either Other Linux 3X kernel. That's if you have downloaded the 32-bit version of the Linux. And you can also choose the Other Linux 3X kernel 64-bit. That is if you have downloaded a 64-bit version of Linux. I have downloaded 32-bit version, so I'm going to choose the regular 3X kernel. So click Next once you have made this choice. The name, we're going to install Kubuntu, so we'll type Kubuntu. The version is 15.04. And take a notice of the location. So this is where all the virtual machine files will be stored. If you don't like this location, use the Browse button and save it somewhere else. So click Next. Okay. At this point, we need to specify how much hard drive space our virtual machine will get. Kubuntu is small, so 16 GB will be more than sufficient. I choose to split the virtual disk into multiple files. That's the default option. So click Next. Don't dismiss the screen yet. Okay, so click on Customize the hardware and increase the amount of RAM that Linux will have. For Kubuntu Linux to run comfortably, it needs at least 700 MB of RAM. If you have more RAM on your machine, then give more than 700. For example, I'm going to give 2.5 GB of RAM to Linux. Okay. Also, the final adjustment that we're going to make here is the number of the processors that Linux can use. Okay, so if you have a powerful CPU, then click on the processors and increase the number of the CPU cores that Linux would be able to use. I'll choose to give Linux 4 cores. This will speed up Linux. Okay, so click Close, click Finish, and you will see that the new virtual machine is created and added to the list of the existing virtual machines. We are going to test it now. So with the virtual machine selected, click on the Play Virtual Machine. At this point, we'll need to give it a couple of minutes so that the virtual machine will be initialized. Since we did not install the OS, it will not run really anything. So it will just initialize the virtual machine, and the message that we will get will be that the OS not found, nothing can be executed at this point. So let's give it another minute. So no boot file name received, meaning that we did not install anything, nothing to boot, and OS not found. It's the proper message that we should have gotten. Okay, so this completes the creation of the virtual machine for our Linux installation. Okay, thank you.